Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I just wanted to come on here to really speak about something that has been on my mind, bothering me about a show that I've been watching on YouTube related to Pop Your Balloon and specifically related to the Non's Mirage edition. Because when it first came out, I keep up to date with like the trends, what's going on with Nigeria, what's happening to keep myself current. I'm originally from Nigeria, so Nigerian news interests me. I want to know what's happening with my people. Most of them are there. So obviously I watch YouTube a lot. Thank you, YouTube. Thank you all content creators for keeping us abreast with what's going on around the world, especially for people that need to connect with what's going on back home. We really appreciate you all. But going back to, you know, my why I'm here to talk about Pop the Balloon segment from Nos Mirage. I feel like this show I see that many people are watching it. I see that it's getting millions of views. I see that people are coming back to see what's going on in there. When the show is, geared towards people that are single, wanted to find love, I have my comments on that, but I don't want that to be the basis of why I'm here. People can do whatever they want with their life. They can do whatever suits them, it's fine. But I started seeing a trend. I believe that once the show began to get a lot popular, even from the beginning though. I'm not going to lie because I actually started watching that show from the beginning, getting a lot popular. People were actually like intrigued by the Nigerians who call it bass boss, you know. But the back and forth that goes on between like a girl walks in, there's a lineup of men, or a guy walks in, there's a lineup of women, and then they pop their balloon if they don't like the person or not. And then they start going through each person asking what's the reason why you didn't pop your balloon. And I see that a lot of people, Nigerians, a lot of Nigerian people on that show are very shallow. A lot of them do not have, for their age, the age that they claim they have a shallow mindset. They have a very, I don't want to call it myopic because I don't think that's the right term to use, but I think shallow is still the word, you know, shallow way of reasoning and thinking in general. Most of the trend that I see there that used to get me bothered, especially with our women. And no, with our women, let me get to the point first before I talk about maybe what's the reason, is how much can you give me every week? How much can you give me every month? I talked about this on a previous video and it still bothers me because I still keep on hearing this trend a lot of times amongst Nigerian women. And to me, I feel like it speaks of the economic situation that we have in Nigeria, which is very sad. But I feel like what can our women do better to empower themselves than depending on a man for money? Like I said before on a previous video I had, it is okay for a man to give you money or a gift if you're celebrating something like a birthday, a milestone, a graduation is fine. Gift giving as well is an expression of love sometimes. You don't have to have any reason for celebration before you're giving a gift to as well. And it's vice versa. But for most women to stand, and even the show hosts as well, to be dwelling on those questions, asking the men, how much can you give your girlfriend every week? And some are stating ridiculous amounts of money. It still bothers me. Why I'm bringing this back up again is because I watched the show from here today. I'm not as interested in the show again because there are many things, and I'm going to talk about them as I remember. This thought process of how much can you afford me? Then the women make a decision as well based on the amount of money they think the man can give them or not. Some people already judge. Yeah, I'm not saying that sometimes some of these men or women don't come in and they don't match the attraction that you feel like you should have for somebody that you want to be in a relationship with. Okay, that's fine. The show in itself is even shallow. Let me just say, the show is just shallow. It's just a fun show, right? It's meant to be a fun show. To me, sometimes good things come out of it. They need to give us statistics of how many people are still thriving, based on that show. But at the end of the day, I'm like, why are you immediately like, if somebody says in this hard economic situation, this is the only amount I can afford and it's 10K I can give you, why don't you have something that you're doing yourself? And I state this unapologetically, that this is the reason why some of our women are entangled in abusive relationships, because the man is there providing for them and their family members. Or some people get themselves trapped in situations where they become unalived because they are chasing money and chasing that person that can give them that 500K, 100K, entices them, sorry, with the money, and then they go, and then they are no longer alive because the world is evil. And because instead of chasing character, you're chasing money. That's one thing. The second thing I don't like about the show as well, which I started seeing as a trend, is the over-sexualization of our girls and the loose talk that goes on there. Yes, you might say, oh, this is PG-18, oh, keep your children away, oh, don't let small children watch the show. But regardless, it doesn't change the fact that people are loosely talking and promoting immorality. Some things that Nons does on the show, I don't think you'll get away with those type of things in a sane climb. There was recently one that I was watching and a pastor came and Nons kept on insisting that, oh, so are you a good, bad man? How do you ask that to a pastor? Is he meant to say that he's a good, bad man on a show? Then all that one that a girl has to come out and show how she can be freaky, rubbing her body against somebody. What is going on? And some people, I can honestly, I don't want to say this like, I don't say it matter of factly, but I can bet to a large extent that some women that come on that show, their parents are not educated, or their parents are not, they don't watch Nons Miraj show, or their parents don't know what they are doing. Maybe their parents are back home in the village somewhere, or I don't want to go extreme, because some of the comments that some of the men or women make on that show, I'm like, do you have family members that are going to be proud of you uttering such? You must be good in bed. You must know how to lick. You must know how to, I know this one, go sabi do XYZ, explicit. 120-something-year-old came and said that she's looking for somebody that knows how to knack well. She knows how to knack. Some things that you hide your head in shame. You're like, what type of friends do you surround yourself with? Sometimes I think about some things, and when I'm going out to represent myself, or when I'm saying some things, I just wonder whether my friends or my family or people that love me or respect me will be proud of what is coming out of my mouth. And that happens a lot on this show. Another thing is the body shaming, the disrespecting of people's income, of people's livelihood or source of income. And nonce, I have to call you out that you promote this. You do promote this based on the type of questions that you ask too, as well. Some men or some women, they go from people's head to the sole of their feet, and you're judging what they are wearing, where they bought it from, how they look. Some people body shame you based on your body parts as well. I thank God. I honestly thank God because we've known for a while, but I feel like it's sometimes a mirage. I feel like it's actually you see what I did there? A play on words. I'm not talking about non's mirage now. I'm saying that it's actually a mirage, like a wool, a cloud over our face, a pretense when people fake emotions like they are strong or they don't care. Or people come and say like, oh, Nigerians are the toughest people on earth. They suffer and they smile. And I think that's why sometimes people get away with just insulting people from head to toe and they feel like, okay, the next day they will bounce back. Some of these words speak to some people's insecurity that they might have come to the show with already. And this insult further heightens those insecurities for some of these people. You talk about how they did not shape. Yeah, sometimes I feel like you can honestly give people feedback on like, hey, next time you're coming out, you need to dress a little bit better. You need to dress for the occasion. You need to dress as if you came here prepared for what is going on. You know, you dressed how you want to be addressed. Yeah, there are some good feedbacks, but some are just lousy feedbacks, shallow feedbacks just designed to like hurt people. I can go on and on, but these are the type of things I notice. At some point, I watch it here and there because I used to watch it in past when it first came out. It still comes up on my feed, so sometimes I click on it, I see what's going on here and there, and I started talking to myself. I'm like, I can't be feeding myself with this. I can't be feeding myself with it. Yes, some things are entertainment, is ha ha ha, laugh here, there. But what is it teaching our young ones? There are stories out there of, what is rampantly happening in our country. And I'm not saying that it doesn't happen around the world, that Nigeria is just kind of like an isolated case of, violence to women or unaliving people and the likes. I'm not saying that Nigeria is an isolated case. However, what I would say as a matter of fact is that we can do better to help our society in the types of shows that we project, because anybody has access to data now in Nigeria. They can grab a phone, they can watch YouTube. YouTube doesn't necessarily filter it. You have to filter by yourself. And a non's Miraj show will pop up. And all the nastiness that are being said. And nonce, you have to even be careful. Sometimes your show even promotes things that I feel that the police arrest people for. And I'm not going to speak on that like on here. You need to go back and watch your show. There was one particular girl. Hey, this one was the one that even, got me at some point when one of the shows I watched, they were asking one of the guys that, does he do BDSM? Or because he was kind of taken aback because another person was taken aback because somebody sold sex toys. It became an issue. Oh, he's not open-minded. He's not this one. He's not that one. What's BDSM? Why is BDSM a thing that people are so keen? Like, these are the types of things that God came and destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah for. People become so sexualized and keen on exploring the vials of immorality. And then you go on us Miraj show and is being promoted like it's a thing. You see people coming out. This is the truth. I remember when I was growing up, everybody was hiding here and there that they were not doing anything. You think people were saints. When I I really grew up and I started hearing things and I was like, eh? So this person was into this, that. This person was doing this person. I don't want to be a pretender like this doesn't go on in the society, but it can be curtailed. And this show, Nons, let me tell you, if you don't do all those things you're doing, your show will not be dry. The best shows that you've had, I feel, that you can see the comments were overwhelmingly positive, was when people came and they actually acted mature. And some people actually went home with somebody that they felt like, hey, maybe I can be compatible with this one. When you had shows where there was a lot of vile, back and forth arguments, people body shaming, downgrading, and being shallow, there were a lot of mixed comments on there. Yeah, you might get a lot of views, but views onto what? You might get a lot of views, but views onto what? And that's another thing that I want to say. Like, people think because of crowd, right? Because they have crowd, everybody is there supporting them. No. You think, oh, because you have a large amount of views and you're making money, you're doing what's best for people. You have a saying on your show that will they cure depression. Are you sure? You really sure about that comment? You can take that comment to the bank. Are you sure that people are really leaving that show like feeling empowered? I'm not sure that I don't think you even did the show to empower anybody necessarily. Like, empower, like, I'm going to project this show and it will empower Nigerian society to like be more better. No, I don't think that's what you did. It's a pure entertainment show. But I'm saying that since you have a saying that this show they cure depression, right? Do you think that the majority of people that watch the show, depression is actually cured? Or they left the same way they came? You have to check these things. Put them in check. Nons, I hope you watch this video. Me, I'm a small YouTuber. I don't have anything. I come online sometimes. There are many things that I want to say on YouTube. I don't come most of the time because I don't have time all the time. But I really wanted to speak my mind on this and what I've been witnessing, what I've been viewing with your show. I hope it gets to you. There's still time to do a 360-degree turnaround and make that show what it needs to be. There was the one that you were doing for elders or whatever the case may be. Weren't you happy when some of them were coming and encouraging you? I saw you crying there. You can do better. There's still time to do a 360-degree turnaround. Still have your show, purely entertainment, but it doesn't need to bring people down. It doesn't need to be overly sexualized. You can keep things out of place. Let people go and discuss things. Let's promote entertainment show that drive real change in the community and real curing of depression. Because some people on your show that came there with insecurities, it might not have cured any depression for them. In fact, maybe it will give them more depression. Those people that are insulted for their height, those people that are insulted for their body size, those people that are insulted for the type of job that they do, those people that are insulted for the type of money that they have in their bank accounts. Did it really cure their depression? Somebody's loss is another person's entertainment. Or somebody's insecurity is another person's entertainment. Like, what the heck? There's one show that I started watching online. I love his channel so much. He just does it. Ugo Morgan entertainment or thereabout, but it's Ugo Morgan. I don't know whether the last word is entertainment or TV or something, but it's Ugo Morgan. He's also a Nigerian. He does a lot of this flip the bottle. If you get it right, you eat. He does a lot of games, and people are eating. I don't know why I stay watching those things. See one of the fat guy that I feel like he's always cheating. His name is Ebuka. I feel like he's always cutting the line here and there, always trying to find his way to the front of the line. He makes me upset and he makes me laugh at the same time. I love Miracle, which is a child on the show. He's in most of the competitions as well, and he wins a lot too as well. Those are pure entertainment type shows. No insulting, no bringing anybody down. He's going far. You have gone far. But all your views, check it, really check it. Really check it. Nigerians, please, let's know what we celebrate. Let's know what we talk about. Once you can go really far. You can continue to thrive and go really far. You now have a chance to make it 360 degrees turnaround. 360 degree turnaround, sorry. I hope you heed to my advice. Thank you. Thank you everyone for listening to me today. I really appreciate you. I hope this was kind of enlightening for you as well. Get the word out there. We don't need to bring anybody down. It's not worth it in this life. We don't know what people are going through. We're going to answer to our maker one day. Let's all be careful how we really impact our society. Have a good day, and I'll see you next time on my videos. Bye.